we really started to see the film world open back up again in 2021, and that will be taken even further for 2022, where there are some brilliant films to be looking forward to all throughout the year. So this is a list of some of the biggest and best films to be looking forward to for 2022. Starting off with the February lot, we have films like Death on the Nile opening up on February 11th, 2022. This is a sequel, of course, to Murder on the Orient Express, directed, of course, by Kenneth Branagh, who will also be starring as Hercule Poirot himself. Alongside him, there will be names such as Gal Gadot and Armie Hammer. This is, of course, a film adaptation of one of Agatha Christie's best murder novels. Next, premiering 7 days later, we do have a new Tom Holland film. With him is, of course, Mark Wahlberg, and this film is no other than Uncharted. This is a kind of an Indiana Jones styled action adventure film based off a video game, actually, so it will be hopefully quite exciting, and the cast, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, are just brilliant, so yeah, hopefully it will be good fun. Then we look into March, and one of the most hype films of the year is, of course, The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves and starring some brilliant names, mainly Robert Pattinson as Batman himself, and he'll be starring alongside the rights of Jeffrey Wright and Andy Serkis. This film opens up on March the 4th, 2022. There are rumours that this is going to be moved into a trilogy, but for now it is just the one film we know. Then if we look into May, we do see our first Marvel film of the year. A big one, actually. This is, of course, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We've had a few teaser trailers already, and this should be brilliant with the likes of Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, as Doctor Strange himself. And he is starring alongside the likes of Scarlet Witch herself, Benedict Wong, and Rachel McAdams. Yes, this film will be premiering, as I said, on May 6th, so this should be a very good one. Since the first Doctor Strange was a huge success, this one should just be just as good. Then, if we look further into May, near the end of May, May 27th to be precise, we do have the very, very long-awaited, 36 years or something like that, I think, Top Gun Maverick. Yes, the sequel, or, well, I wouldn't probably say a sequel, but more of a nostalgic remake of the beloved film Top Gun. This film was meant to come out many, many years ago, but due to certain reasons and all, they had to push it back, and now it is finally coming out. This, of course, will be starring Tom Cruise himself, with likes of Jennifer Connelly and Val Kilmer. This should be a brilliant film. Tom Cruise makes some absolutely amazing films, and I'm sure he won't let us down with this. They've certainly showed some amazing scenes already, and ones where all the stunts are, of course, real, as it is Tom Cruise. So, they are really flying the planes in real life. So we should get some brilliant shots, and we should make for such a brilliant film. Then if we look into June, the first film we see is Jurassic World 3, with Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, just all the big names, to be honest. This will, of course, be opening on June 10th, 2022. The first two films were a box office success, so we should hopefully see something like that this year as well. Then if we look 1 week later to June 17th, we see a film that wouldn't normally look good, but it actually turns out to be, well, to look quite good. This, of course, is a Toy Story look at with Lightyear, and the film is called Lightyear. Yes, we will be focusing on Buzz Lightyear, starring, or I should say voiced, by MCU's Captain America, Chris Evans. Then, if we look into July, we see yet another Marvel film. This is Thor, Love and Thunder, or Thor 4, which actually makes it the most amount of films for a single superhero in the MCU. This, of course, will be starring Chris Hemsworth, alongside some other brilliant names such as Natalie Portman, Christian Bale, and there are certainly many rumours, and we are meant to be seeing the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy as well in it, so Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista and Karen Gillan. And of course, this film wouldn't be awesome if it wasn't for the director, Taika Waititi, who I'm sure will make the film absolutely brilliant. Just like the third Thor film he directed, Thor Ragnarok. So yes, this should be just absolutely brilliant, just because of Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth. The two can really work together well, and Well, yeah, Taika is an absolute legend when it comes to certain films like this. Then, if we look to later July, we do see a Black Adam, July 29th. This is a DCEU film starring Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam himself. There are long rumours that it was meant to be coming out, and we finally got to see some clips of it. So yes, this should be quite good. Then, if we look into September, we see yet another Tom Cruise film, a one that again should be brilliant. This is Mission Impossible 7, directed by Christopher McQuarrie, again, who directed Fallout, and I'm pretty sure the one before that as well. So, yeah, he certainly made some brilliant films with the Mission Impossible franchise. So, yes, this one shouldn't be a disappointment, that's for sure. Then, if we look at another week later, we do see yet again another Marvel film. This is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, directed by the same director as the first Black Panther, Ryan Coogler. This will be starring some big names, of course, Martin Freeman, alongside with some other ones. Now, this, of course, will have to be changed up due to the events of the main character, Chadwick Boseman, but sure they will certainly make quite a good film. It'll be interesting to see what they do with all of it, but it'll certainly be a good film, I'm sure. Then, if we look into December, we see another superhero film, although this time it is another DCEU film. This, of course, is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, or Aquaman 2, starring Jason Momoa, of course, Amber Heard, and Patrick Wilson. This film will be premiering on December 16th. Aquaman was not a bad film, especially when compared to all the other DCU films, which are pretty awful, to be honest. So we should hopefully see a similar sort of thing for this film. Then, right in the end of this year, premiering on the same day, we have one of the biggest films and one of the most long-awaited films for a very long time, and it's finally coming out. That is, of course, Avatar 2. Starring, of course, Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Kate Winslet as well, and directed by, of course, the awesome James Cameron. This film, as I said, has been rumoured ever since pretty much 2011, and people have always wanted to see a Avatar 2, and it simply just took so long just to bring all the technology together. We are meant to be seeing some brilliant new technology in this film, and ultimately, I'm pretty sure this could be the only film where we can say for certain already that this film will win Best Visual Effects. And then, of course, we do have all the other, I think, 3 films to come along once every 2 years, all the way to like 2028 or something like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of Avatar films to be looking forward to. But yes, this is, of course, the first one out of that lineup. So yes, those are just a few of some of the biggest and best films that we should be expecting for 2022. Let me know what you think about them, and yeah, it is a quite an exciting list of films to be looking forward to. One where we have films just coming out all the time for the whole year, pretty much. So yeah, it should be exciting.